Okay, I don't know how many people are here yet. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit. How are you guys doing? I have a lot of things coming up for October, which I'm really excited about. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think there's anybody here. Twelve is kind of a weird time too. Hello. I think it's just one person. Hey. All right, now there's two people. How are you guys? Hey, Tim. How are you? So I just wanted to get on and talk to you guys for a little bit. So I do have a lot of things coming up for October, which I'm really excited about. I get that 12 is probably a time that people probably don't want to be on, but I wanted to do it now because I don't want to wait till later. Although I probably should have waited till later. I actually filmed last night, so pretty tired. Hello, Alex. So, I have some pretty exciting news. So actually, I've been working on trying to get more subscribers for the channel because I actually have a live investigation coming up that I want to be doing. So I am going to Randolph County again, and I will be doing a live stream investigation. So I will be filming, like live streaming the whole thing. So that way you guys can watch it in real time as it's happening, and you guys will be able to like, comment. My only problem is that YouTube, hey, does not allow me to, hi Ryan, I'm so happy that you're here. So YouTube does not allow me to basically live stream from my phone until your channel hits 1,000 subscribers. Now, I usually shoot with my phone anyway because it's a nice quality, my camera on my computer is not as nice. So right now I'm only limited to my computer, which means if I don't hit 1,000 subscribers by late October, when that investigation comes around, I will have to live stream from my computer, which probably isn't going to be a very good experience for anybody because my computer doesn't have the same camera quality as my phone, nor does it have the same audio quality. So basically, what I have to do is I have to hit 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel so that way I can film with my phone. So you will be able to do mobile streaming. So basically, the goal is to hit 1,000 subs before the last week of October is when that's going to be. So I've posted in a bunch of different things and posted in like Facebook groups and things like that, like trying to really boost the channel so that way we can get to 1,000. So that way that's not something that we have to worry about. And I can just focus on October because October is going to be a really big month. Obviously Halloween. So like people are going to be wanting to watch all the spooky stuff. So I'm trying to basically plan out my October right now. So because the funny thing is half the places that I'm trying to get into are already all booked up. So we actually got pretty lucky for the whole Randolph County one because that was the last date that they had for Randolph County. So my sister will actually not be in that live investigation. So it's actually going to be me and a friend that I just met. So she was actually looking for people to go with her. So it's going to just be me and her in Randolph County alone, and we are going to be live streaming. I'm super excited because I've never done like a live stream one. I know I've tried in the past to kind of bring you guys into a live on YouTube, and I think the internet didn't work very well at the place that I was at, but Randolph County said that they just put like boosters for Wi-Fi in their building, so that should definitely help out, and I'm super, super excited. And I'm just really happy that I get to, one, go back to Randolph County, and two, I'm going to be able to live stream. What? Okay, go work on something else, please. Sorry, the last time I did a live, she would not leave the camera alone. And she was like giving out her personal information. So no more. But I am super, super excited about that. You guys have been asking for a live investigation for a while now. So now I'm super excited that we're going to be able to do one for you. So I have some big locations coming for October, or at least I have one big location. You guys know that I want to do the bigger locations, but unfortunately they cost a lot more money. I pay for every place I go to. I make sure that I have permission to film, and I also pay. Sometimes there's a filming fee, but usually there's just a fee to basically get in. So I pay for every location that I go to. Every episode probably costs me around $300, if not more, to basically filming rights and things like that. So this location that's coming up in October is super big. It's very competitive to get into. And I'm so, so, so happy that I got a ticket because they sell super fast. And I'm surprised that there was even any left. So I'm really excited about that. And last night I went and filmed at a place called the McDonald Airbnb, which was really nice because I've actually never been to a B&B before, let alone a haunted one. So it was pretty cool to go and see kind of how like they operate and how it works. I will say that I didn't get much, but is that something that you guys are still interested in seeing? I feel like I pay money to go there, right? So it costed me money to go there. I'd hate to not have an episode because I didn't get anything. But I feel like it's very important to kind of show the real side of the paranormal. Not every time that you go somewhere are you going to get something. So like I know the Fowler Theater episode, there wasn't really too much in that one. So there isn't really too much in this one as far as I know of. Like I said, I filmed it last night, so it's possible I could have got like EVPs or something that I didn't notice. But basically, do you guys still want to see episodes even if they don't have anything in them? I think for me, I would still want to see them just because it's so important to show that like the paranormal doesn't happen on cue like one might think when they watch like TV and stuff like that. So it's definitely something that I do want to include. So I also have to fill, I have some spots that look promising as far as booking goes, but not technically for like evidence wise. Okay, so I just want to run a couple ideas by you guys. So yes, because that shows that you are 100% legit. Thank you. It's better now that venues are opening back up. Yeah, they are. Okay, so I found a place. It's called Okie Pinokie. I know it sounds funny, but it's actually a haunted forest out in this little park area. I've never done a haunted forest before. I don't know if I fully 100% believe that this place is haunted. I've read a lot of reviews as far as people going and actually trying to get evidence. It's hit or miss. Like some people get it, some people don't. But I mean, it's hit or miss anywhere you go. So would a haunted forest be something that you guys are interested in for the month of October? I feel like I'm trying to get different places for October because I want to do different things. And I want to kind of have something that like sets us apart. I feel like we've done a lot of haunted manors or like haunted houses, but I feel like I just want to kind of branch out and maybe do things that are a little bit different. I don't overly want to cover urban legends because most of the time urban legends are just urban legends and you don't really get anything from there. But this haunted forest does look a little interesting. Would that be something that you guys want to see in an episode, even if I don't get evidence from that? Haunted forests and haunted tunnels work for sure. Don't you live in Indy? Yes, Ryan, I do live in Indy. I do. Way too many fake channels on here, making us all look bad. Yes, Alex, exactly. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many there are. It drives me nuts. But the good thing is you can kind of tell which ones are the fakey, gimmicky ones. And then you can kind of, like you can see which ones are actually putting in the effort to try to be real. And you can see like the difference between the two. And I really try to support the ones that are like legit. Forests are super creepy and look unreal on camera. Okay, so a haunted forest, definitely I will have to get in the works for. The only problem is that since I film alone, I'm going to have to find somebody to take with me because I'm not going to a haunted forest by myself. The last thing I need to do is be out somewhere where people can find me and then get robbed or killed or something. Like people are crazy. So that would be one that I would have to take someone with me, unfortunately. But it's just a lot safer that way. A lot of the places that I go to always at least have one other person on site. So usually the tour guide will stay on the property. So not necessarily in the building. Sometimes they'll sit outside in their car or they'll confine themselves to like one room. So I know a lot of you guys sometimes get concerned because I'm by myself, but just keep in mind that a lot of the times there actually is somebody in the building or sitting outside, keeping the building safe. A lot of places that I go to have security cameras and they have security systems. So that way nobody can break in and I won't have any issue like that. Please keep doing what you do. You show that patience for the reply. Oh, thank you. Don't change. I won't change. I really won't because I'm not like, I have a lot of patience when it comes to the paranormal. I really do. But sometimes you can only sit there for so long before you start to get tired. And because I drive by myself, I usually leave a little bit earlier than people normally would because I don't want to fall asleep in the car. That's my biggest issue. Because of my time restraint with my children, my boyfriend basically works 12-hour shifts every day. So basically I have to be here when he's not here. And from the time he gets home to the time that he goes to work is basically the time that I have to work on the channel, like to film and stuff. So he will basically go to work at 6 in the morning. So if I drive somewhere, I have to make sure I'm back before 6, which kind of sucks because I want to do Villisca Axe Murder House, but it's a 9-hour drive. And there's no way I can make it out there, do an investigation, and then make it back home in the time that we have. So in order to do that, that's going to have to be like a weekend gig or something when that one day a week he's home, which kind of sucks. But I really want to do Villisca Axe Murder House. I think that would be really cool for October. But I don't know if that's going to work out. More than likely, it probably won't. 9 hours is a long time to be in a car, especially by yourself, running on a small amount of sleep. So maybe that'll have to be something like a tour visit or something like that. Being able to show the location is still interesting, even if you don't get a whole lot of evidence. You should go for it. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I did this Airbnb last night, and it was really cool to actually go and see how they operate. Like I said, I've never been to a bed and breakfast before, so seeing how it operated and how people they have long-term residents, and seeing how they basically live together, but they're separate roommates is pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely do enjoy basically spreading the word on these places. It's basically like publicity to them. And, a lot of these places, their sole income is people coming in and doing investigations. So I love putting those places basically on the circuit for other investigators who are kind of looking for the same thing. Hi, Christina. Hi, King Ace. How are you guys doing? So we're just talking about some things. I have previously mentioned that I am working on a goal of 1,000 subs, so that way when October rolls around, the later part of October, so basically what's going to happen is there are still going to be our regular episodes every Monday, and then every Thursday there will be a live. I'm kind of trying to figure out the works of what kind of lives we're doing. I know last week we did that rewatch party, and I didn't realize that the audio was all messed up. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix the audio for that. I think if I just put in headphones, it should get rid of the weird audio echo kind of thing that was going on. Also, we did the premiere on Monday. If you guys were at the premiere party, thank you for coming. That was really cool to be able to chat with you guys and kind of tell you a little behind the scenes as the episode was playing. So I was over in this little section over here talking while the episode was playing in this area. So if you guys like that, I can do that every week. I just can't guarantee that I'm going to make it to the chat because my kids have soccer and things like that they work on. So basically what's going to happen is for the month of October, we're still going to have the Monday premieres for the regular episodes. There will be an episode every Monday at 5. That's not changing. We will have a live every Thursday. The times might vary depending on what I have going on. And it might swing from a live to a rewatch party. It just depends on what's going on. And then basically at the end of October, so it'll actually be on a Wednesday. So it'll be October 27th. We are having a live streaming investigation at Randolph County Infirmary /Asylum. This will be live in real time, and you guys will be able to basically comment whatever you want me to do, or you'll be able, I'm going to heavily rely on you guys because that's not going to be an episode. That'll just be a live stream. So I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to add the subtext for the EVPs or anything like that. I'm not going to do anything like that. So if you guys are watching on that day, on October 27th, if you guys are watching that and you see something, comment, and if you can, put the timestamp in there so that way everybody else can see it too as they're watching. So if you see a shadow, or if you think you hear an EVP, or if I'm using the portal device and you hear responses, yeah, you can just go ahead and write anything that you think that you hear or anything like that. I'm going to be relying heavily on you guys to do that for me. I'm not going to be doing that. So I think that's going to be super exciting. Again, like I've never done a whole like live stream, like live broadcast like investigation. I've never done one of those. I've always just filmed and then gone over it and then kind of showed you like the highlights or like what I'm doing. So do keep in mind that that event will probably be multiple hours of maybe nothing, because that's what happens when you're investigating. You don't get a lot of stuff. Very rarely do you ever get stuff where it's like constantly coming, and usually if it does, then it kind of like drops off for a little while. So do keep in mind that that might happen, but there is going to be a live stream that you guys can join to watch that. So that's going to be amazing. How did you get into this paranormal? Just wanted to ask. So I actually got into the paranormal because when I was 15, I had an attachment, and it was pretty negative, and I went through most of it alone. I think I told my mother, and she didn't really believe me, and I didn't really tell my friends because I didn't have a whole lot of friends in school, which I mean is whatever. So I didn't have a lot of friends in school, and basically like I got picked on a lot because when I was in high school, I really got into the whole like Wicca scene. I really enjoyed tarot cards and just like scrying, like water scrying, palm reading. I really liked all of that stuff, and I always had like a book with me to learn like different spells or like different metaphysical kind of things. And I got made fun of a lot, and everybody was like, oh, be careful, Amber's gonna put a spell on you. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, so like people didn't get it. So basically I didn't really open up to anybody about what was happening in my home. Well, it wasn't. I was living with my boyfriend at the time. Even though that I was 15, I had moved out of my mother's house. I was living with my boyfriend and his family. They experienced some of the things that I was experiencing, and they seen some of the stuff that was going on. But basically, I lived with that for a year, and it was a lot of depression, a lot of being oppressed, just feeling super negative about everything, constantly being scared. But yeah, I basically lived in fear that whole time, which is crazy. And that's probably why I don't have a whole lot of fear now towards it. But it definitely got me really interested because I experienced so much. If you are interested in more of the things that I experienced when I did have an attachment, I do have a video on my channel. It's Storytime, My Paranormal Attachment or something like that. And you can check that out. And I pretty much tell you start to finish, like what happened, where I got it, where we think we got it from, and then basically like how I got rid of it. But yeah, it was a super crazy experience. And I've lived in a few haunted houses too after that. So I do have another video, which is another story time video, which basically talks about the house that I lived in quite a few years after that, after I had my kids. And it talks about them experiencing the paranormal and how they dealt with it. So yeah. But anyway, so October is going to be super crazy. I do have a funeral home coming up. Do you guys think a funeral home would be cool? There's this funeral home in Ohio that's haunted, and they let people come in and do investigations. And that is going to be this Sunday, but that episode won't come out till the following Monday. So this Monday, the episode will be the Airbnb, and then the following Monday will be the funeral home. Also, I feel like I'm doing a lot of filming and investigations, and like sometimes that takes a toll on your body. So I'm thinking that after October, I would really like to kind of like settle down a little bit and maybe kind of switch gears, because I want to say that this is the 5th episode in a row that I've done that's an investigation, which is okay. But again, it costs money. It's so much effort to do. So this will be 5. And then, the next 2, that's going to be 7. And then we've got 4 more in October plus the live. So I'm really looking to like switch gears and start doing like the testing again. Is there anything that you guys have questions about that you would like to see me test? I'm kind of looking for ideas as far as what kind of subjects I can cover. Like, I want to do Randonautica because I see so many videos of that, and I personally don't believe in it. I've done it twice before, and I never got anything. But my only problem is I live in Indy, which is a really, really big city, and there are parts of town that I probably wouldn't be safe to go to. So I'd have to film with somebody to do that. And because I'm all by myself and I don't know the area very well, it kind of makes it a little bit hard to do stuff like that, like testing Randonautica videos. But I do have that listed in my book as an idea that I want to do. So, oh, you've heard it's dangerous. Yeah, I heard that too. And then when I lived in Pennsylvania, I lived in a small town. So I tried it twice, and it took us to like random people's houses. And I'm like, I'm not going to ask them if I could like go into their house. That's not what you do. Like, I don't know. That just seems weird to me. So I was like, let's see where we can go. It took us to a playground. It took us to a police station. Like, I don't know. The whole point of the app is to take you, it's supposed to be so that way you can discover places. Basically, you don't even type in what you're looking for. You will download the app, and then it says that it wants you to focus on your intent. So you basically just focus on what you want, right? And then you press the button to generate a location, and then it takes you to the location. Now, in my mind, I wonder if because psychologically you're looking for something to justify why it sent you to that location, if that's why people think that all of this stuff is like connected or whatever, I don't know. And also those videos where it's like, oh, it took me to this crime scene and all that stuff, like not saying that it won't happen, but realistically, like if you have a video of a crime scene, do you really think that police are going to let you put it online? Are you allowed to do that? Like, I don't know. I don't know if maybe like some people, I don't know. Can I ask you a fashion question? Yes, you may ask me a fashion question. As you can see, I have a lot of clothes. So I wouldn't say I'm fashionable. I know a little bit about fashion. Do I like fashion? Yes, I love fashion, especially Fashion Nova. I love Fashion Nova. I've spent quite a bit. I'd say actually, I'd say 97% of everything in my closet is from Fashion Nova. Which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so I don't know the logistics of Randonautica, but basically, yeah, you're just supposed to put in your intent. Can you please show us how to tie shirt around waist style? Oh, you mean just like tie the sleeves around your waist? It's just like tying a shoe. That's all you do, right? Or are you talking about like bunching it up and then putting a little rubber band on it? I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to try Randonautica, and then I have a few things. I know people do like the 3 a.m. challenges. I really don't believe in that either. Is that something that you guys would like to see? I don't know if that's like is that like too thirsty? I don't know. Because like I really don't believe in that kind of stuff. At some point, I will show you how to do that. I can't do it right now because I'm actually not wearing appropriate pants. My pants don't really match my outfit, so it won't be showing them. But anyway, so yeah, there are multiple things that I want to try. I do have a list of things that I want to try. Have you ever tried contacting celebrities through a Ouija board? No, because I think I've had this conversation with you specifically before. that I personally don't believe in Ouija boards. And also, if you could, here's my thing. Whenever you contact a spirit, let's say you're contacting them via like EVP or even Spirit Box, when you're contacting them, you don't know exactly who you're talking to. So even if they say that they are so-and-so or so-and-so, that's not always the case. Just like people can lie, spirits can lie. And I've seen it happen in quite a few different places where a spirit will lie about who they are because the person that let's say I walk into this home, like, okay, I'm going to take Madison Seminary for an example. There is a spirit there named Sarah that gets quite a bit of attention because it's controversial as to whether Sarah was actually Sarah, because there's no documentation of there ever being a child named Sarah there. So basically, a lot of people think that it's a demon, blah, blah. I won't get too far into that. But basically, sometimes spirits will pretend to be Sarah because Sarah is getting all of the attention. Because Sarah is the one that people are constantly looking for. So some of the spirits might feel left out because they're not getting noticed. So they'll just pretend to be Sarah and answer questions. So as far as, like, I looked at the same, like, if I'm trying to contact Marilyn Monroe, for an example, and I'm asking, oh, is Marilyn Monroe here? And you're talking through like a Ouija board, a quick answer would just be yes. And then, but like, to me, that doesn't really show that that's Marilyn Monroe. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but oh yeah, and those pretending spirits can also be demons. Yes, they can. So I think that's why I don't overly kind of buy into that too much. Like, if they're pretending to be somebody, usually it's because that person has a lot of I don't know, clout maybe. I don't know, a lot of interest. So the spirit will kind of glide into that, and they'll kind of take a little they'll kind of take advantage of the situation because, you know, they might feel a little left out. I told you I'm not wearing appropriate pants, so I can't show you how to tie that right now. I'm sorry. But I mean, all you do is just, wait, hold on. All you do is just tie it. Like, if you're tying a sweater around your waist, you just tie it like this. That's how I do it. But I can't show you my waist because I told you I'm not wearing appropriate pants. So anyway, yeah, I would love to try out all sorts of stuff. Like, I've done the testing on the Ouija board, but it wasn't like, I wouldn't say it was like wholeheartedly like conclusive. I think in order to be conclusive in the scientific community, you have to have multiple tests in controlled environments. And that's not something that I can really do because you can't control the paranormal, basically. But I'd definitely be willing to do more tests on the Ouija board if that's what you guys are looking for. And if you guys have any ideas on how to do that, type that into the comments. So like I said, a lot of big places coming up in October. And then I am trying to actually get some collabs going. I don't want to give away too much information, but basically I'm trying to work with a lot of females in the field. I'm kind of trying to highlight the work that females do. So I do have one confirmed collab coming up, but I don't think that's going to be until November. I don't remember. I think we've confirmed the location, but we didn't confirm the date. LOL, yes, that's why they ask personal questions only as the spirit would know in order to tell if it's them or an evil entity trying to pretend to be them. Yeah, but then, okay, so like another thing, like if you're contacting celebrities, everything that like you and me may know is probably common knowledge that can be obtained by anybody. Although like a spirit wouldn't be able to look up the information online. So I don't know. So have you ever done scrying? I've done water scrying. I don't have an issue with it. I actually do have my stuff over here. Gotta go. Bye, Leonard. I'd love to collab, but I'm in the UK. That was my biggest problem. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm trying to find women to collab with in the field. And my biggest problem was that any woman that I wanted to collab with wasn't in the United States. So I found some women. If you guys, I think it's the Ethereal Sisters or whatever, but they're in Australia. And I was like, oh, maybe try mirror scrying. Oh, live in a haunted location. That would be really cool. Actually, you know what? Randolph County has that mirror thing. Maybe we should do mirror scrying on the live, because that's where we're going to be anyway. I'm going to write that down. Thank you so much. Where's my pen? Thank you so much. I didn't even think about that. We will do that. We will have to do that. And the nice thing is the lady that I'm actually going with has been to Randolph County numerous amounts of times. So she says that she gets activity pretty much every time that she goes. So I'm hoping that because she will be there, they will kind of like respond to that. All right, let me open up to my notes and I will write that mirror scrying thing for the live. Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are so smart. I don't see, like, when I'm in the moment, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? And then I like scramble and, and then I just end up doing the same thing over and over again. Mirror scrying. That's awesome for the live. Okay, cool. All right. We shall inherit both the heavens and the earth. Good to see you again. Hi, Michael. You're from Chicago, so you're not that far from me. I live in Indy. Yes, King Ace, it was a great idea. Does anybody have any more great ideas? So, also, if you guys are interested, there is a paranormal ladies' night, and that is on Sparks of the Paranormal. They do Sunday nights. They do some paranormal ladies' nights. And that's when they have women of the paranormal basically come on and do a live with them. Not investigating, but just like chatting. It's like a live kind of interview. I will actually be on their channel. Sorry. I will be on their channel on October 3rd if you guys want to watch that. I don't have the time, though. I'm so sorry. I didn't read. I'm honestly like so like I don't know. I screw myself all the time by doing this. Oh, I reached out to you in the past over Instagram about an idea for testing orbs. I think you did. I will definitely go back and look for that. I know my biggest thing is I personally don't believe in orbs, but I know there are a lot of people in the community who do. So, I would love to do a thing about orbs, but I feel like maybe a lot of people wouldn't. I don't know, because the Ouija board thing is controversial too, and a lot of people were a little upset that I was testing the Ouija board. So, yes, Silent Hunter, I am well. I know that you posted your video, your new one, and I'm so excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. I've been trying to plan my October. So, like I said, you guys, new episodes every Monday at 5. That's staying the same. Nothing's changing with that. There will be a live stream event from Randolph County Infirmary on October 27th, and that starts at 8 p.m. So write it down in your calendar. Make a note in your phone so that you don't forget. I'll also be updating you guys. I'll definitely be posting on Instagram about it. And I'll also definitely, like probably a week prior to the event, I will definitely be making a lobby for the live. So that way you guys will be able to like set reminders and things like that. So there's that. Also, I'm super excited about this big location, you guys. It's so competitive to get into this location. Number one, it's expensive, and they sell out of places every year. They sell out of location dates super easily. And something came up, and they ended up having more dates. And I waited all freaking week. Oh my God. Should I just tell you guys? I don't believe in orbs or Ouija until I went to Chillingham Castle and saw a bright blue orb, and the Ouija board were going wild. They were going wild. Chillingham Castle. That sounds really cool. A bright blue orb. You know what? I think when I did Monroe House, I seen an orb, like an orange, like glowing light thing. I seen that out of the corner of my eye, though. It wasn't like direct contact. So, but I know that some people do see like bright blue lights or orange lights or like purple lights. I know that that's pretty common. Do they classify it as orbs? Are they the same thing? Chillingham Cross Castle, great location. Silent Hunter, are you in the UK? Just wondering. Oh, okay. Also, I want to do collabs for the future. Do you guys have ideas on who I should collab with? Now, I'm trying to collab, before you type in your answer, I'm trying to collab with people who are kind of in the same sub range as me. So, like, I'm definitely not going to be reaching out to, like, people who have 4 million subs or something like that. I think that that's just a little, I don't want to be doing that. I want to help some of the smaller people. So anybody that has the same range of subs as me or lower, I'm definitely willing to work with. So if you guys have ideas as to who I can work with, shout them out and then I'll hit them up. Like I said, I'm trying to work with females. It's a bit harder to find females that are in the United States. I think that's my biggest problem is a lot of people are either in the UK or Australia or just not here, which is my big problem. You should come to the UK. I want to go to the UK, you guys. I don't know how many times. Everybody always tells me to go to the UK, and I do want to go to the UK. But right now, I can't. So my channel is not making money. I do not make money in any way, shape, or form besides selling t-shirts. And basically, I don't have a job right now. So actually, I used to work at a zoo, which was pretty cool. And basically, when I moved to Indy, I had to give that job up, obviously, because I'm not living in the area anymore. And I went on unemployment for a little while, and my unemployment has run out, which is fine. So my boyfriend actually makes a decent amount of money, and he makes enough money to sustain the house and things like that. But I'm basically self-sustained right now. I'm basically taking all the money that I have saved up and I'm pouring it into the YouTube, which is fine. And but right now, financially, I don't think I could afford to go to the UK. But if my channel did start making money, which I mean, that's not the whole goal of why I'm doing this. The whole goal of why I'm putting my investigations out there and things like that is, one, to connect with people in the paranormal realm. I guess you don't have to have a YouTube for that. But I also like educating people about the paranormal. I see a lot of TV shows and like big channels that kind of just, you can tell they're like fakey and like gimmicky. And I really don't like that. And it gives the paranormal field a bad name. Like there's this misconception that you just go into this place and you just ask questions and things just like start popping off and it's so scary and you just want to run away. And that's typically not the case. And I'm kind of just showing people, you know, what it's like to actually be in the field and to be on location, and to how to actually deal with the paranormal when you do come across it. I feel like a lot of the shows are kind of just spewing out this nonsense. And then when it comes to people who actually have paranormal problems or issues in their actual home and they're trying to get rid of it, TV shows don't really cover that part, because a lot of it's, I don't want to say a lot of it's fake, but a lot of it is dramatized. So I hope that through my videos, I can help teach people how to get rid of their attachments, or maybe kind of get rid of whatever paranormal happenings that are occurring at their house that they don't want to happen anymore. I know I get on Reddit a lot and I answer questions. I try to answer as many as I can to help people out, but that's primarily my goal with my YouTube channel. I didn't make my YouTube channel to set out to make money, but right now, I'm comfortable with places in the United States because the travel and the money required isn't that expensive, unless if you go to places like Mansfield, which are like $1,500 for an investigation, which I think is a little ridiculous. But at some point, I do want to go to the UK. Oh, it's the same there in the UK. Nice. Yeah, it's like fees. It's like, again, every place I go to, I pay to go to. So I'm never trespassing. I don't believe in trespassing. I think trespassing is a huge nuisance on the community. I can't tell you how many times I've seen places get torn down because there are just too many people who are trespassing and destroying the home and vandalizing. And the owners don't want to deal with it, or the city just thinks it's too much of a nuisance and they vote a bill and then they bulldoze it down. And we lose some great locations because people don't know how to stop trespassing. So yeah, I pay for every location I go to. Like I said earlier, I'll pay anywhere from $300 to the one that I just booked was $1,000. So, but it's a big location. I promise it's a big location. It'll be a good episode. Hopefully I can get 2 episodes out of it. If I can't get 2 episodes out of it, that's fine. But yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Do you guys want to know what location it is? I don't think there's only a few people here that are watching anyway. Like I said, that location is very, very competitive to get into. Okay, so here's the story. So they actually, normally in October, what they do is they will actually do a haunted house throughout October. And they actually called it off this year because of COVID. So they were like, hey, we're going to be selling tickets. So I waited all freaking week for them to sell tickets because I knew as soon as they put up those tickets that they would go. They would go really quickly. So I was like, oh my gosh, when are they putting it up? So I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would check it. I'm like, I need this place and I need to book it now because an October investigation, like this place is going to be my Halloween episode. So it looks like Halloween is actually on a Sunday. So instead of that episode coming out on Monday, I would just pull it back and it would come out on Sunday. But yeah, I'm super excited. That's going to be my Halloween episode. It's a very big location. Unfortunately, I think I only got it for, I got it for 6 hours. Okay, that's not bad. Just picture the difference in costs of locations from those that get on TV via groups that don't. Yeah, I don't know if they make exceptions for groups that are on TV. I do know that sometimes there is a filming fee. I think Hillview Manor has a filming fee of a couple $100s. It really just depends. But yeah, I wonder if TV shows get like a big break because they're on TV and they're promoting these shows. Yeah, because I've spent so much just getting rights to be like in a location. And I think like, how are these TV shows making enough money to cover costs of travel and all that? But I mean, they're of course they're produced and they're highly promoted. So I was like, maybe, but I wonder if they actually do get cuts. Like, they like cut a deal with them because they're going to be on TV. So that's like publicity or whatever. I know some places will cut a deal with me. Very rarely does that happen though. I have been offered to film for free at a place in New Jersey, but it was just too much of a travel for me to make it out there, which kind of sucked. But yeah, I very rarely get offered less than what it would normally be. Mansfield was great, but it is insanely expensive. Yes, it is. My group had to collaborate with another group to make it affordable. Yeah. And that's so sad too, is because like you almost have to do that. Like, I think Indiana State Sanatorium was $500. And I was like, I don't know, should I spend the should I just be the only person there and do $500? And actually the day before I went to go and book it, somebody had reached out to me and they were like, hey, we want to do Indiana State Sanatorium. Do you want to go with us? And then it will just be $100 because there was 5 people. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. So I know that struggle sometimes, but Mansfield, oh my God, that one was like $1,500. And they were like really rude to me whenever I talked to them. So I was like, I'm not giving you that much money. Yeah, I would love to do Mansfield, but I'd have to split it with people. So if you guys can think of people that I can collab with, that would be awesome. I do have a list of some potential people, and there are some things in the works for people. I'm trying to work with a lot of females. I know I've said that a couple times, but I just want to highlight the work that females are doing in the industry. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, do you guys have any questions or suggestions as far as what I should be doing? I want to start getting back into like the testing the haunted dolls and stuff like that, but I need more objects. Like, I don't know what else to do. And also, somebody said that scrying in the mirror would be really cool. And I think I'm going to do that on the live for Randolph County. In Ohio, you should check out the Licking County Historical Jail. Yeah, I've done Fairfield County Infirmary, so I've done that one. I think Licking County Jail was a 500, right? Because I wanted to do that one when I lived in Pennsylvania because it wasn't that far from me. But now that I live in Indy, it's like 4 hours away. I'm trying to do things that are a little bit closer because I film alone and I drive alone. So I drive there and then I always drive back after a location. And sometimes I get tired and I don't want to fall asleep. I'll tell you guys, I did Trans-Allegheny with Sabrina. So me and Sabrina lived 3 hours away from Trans-Allegheny. And we drove down there. We were super excited. And they had a 6-hour investigation. It was a public one. So I don't film public. So I always film private. So that way you guys don't like hear somebody or see somebody and think that something's going on. It reduces contamination. So I went on a public one, so that's why I didn't film it. And I really just wanted to go there just to experience the building because I've heard so many things about Trans-Allegheny. And I went there and we stayed the whole 6 hours, or we stayed 5. I don't remember how much. And it was a 3-hour drive home. And I couldn't tell you, I don't even know how I stayed awake. I was so tired. I was very tired. And I don't know if I fell asleep in the car like on the way home or not, but that's the last time I will do a 3-hour one and stay that long. I wasn't really thinking about that. I think I was thinking that I was going to like be fine, and I wasn't. So this place that I have coming up on Sunday is actually a 2.5-hour drive from me, and it's going to be a funeral home, which I'm pretty excited about. So maybe I'll be able to lay on an embalming table. I've never done that, and I've always wanted to do it. But I'm super excited for October coming up because there are so many cool things in October that I'm going to be able to do. And just in general, like just being out and investigating. And also I love October. I love the fall. I don't know why. Does that make me basic? Because I like the fall. I really do. I also like summer too, though. So I like them both. But, yeah, so I am working on trying to get, hey, Amber, what are you doing, girl? So I am trying, so here's my goal. Okay, so everybody that's here can listen. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of October. Oh no, Silent Hunter, your connection is bad. And this is because on October 27th, that is a Wednesday, at 8 o'clock, I am going to be live streaming so that way you guys can view in real time my investigation at Randolph County Infirmary. So I will be at Randolph County Infirmary on October 27th. Okay? Don't show up there. Please don't go there. It's a private event. We've already paid for it. Don't go there. You don't have permission to go there. But you do have permission to watch online in real time. I will be streaming. Now, the problem is I can take my computer, but my computer doesn't have good audio or vision or quality in camera. My phone, on the other hand, has really good quality in both camera and audio. So if I can reach 1,000 subscribers before October 27th, I will be able to live stream from my phone. YouTube only allows you to live stream from your computer up until you have 1,000 subs. So once I hit 1,000 subs, I'll be able to live stream from my phone, which will make things way more easier for me. And my phone is more reliable than my computer. My computer will probably die. My phone, on the other hand, will last a really long time. And I also have like a little charger thing that I can bring to like travel charge. That way we make sure that we're connected and we don't lose any of you guys. I'll drop a DM later. Have fun. Thank you, Silent Hunter. I'll check out your video too. So have a good day, Silent Hunter. And basically, yeah, so it's going to be a live stream. I'm super excited about that. Do any of you guys have any questions? I know some of you guys missed some stuff. Oh my gosh, I have so many things coming up and I've just been planning so many things and I'm working on collabs. I can't imagine lugging my laptop. I know, my laptop is so expensive. Like, honestly, it's not even that great of a laptop. I have a Surface Pro. It's good, but the editing on it is a little bit lacking. That's probably due to Windows. But anyway, the battery life on my computer isn't that great. And my computer was expensive because I bought it from Best Buy. So the last thing I want to do is take it to a location, freaking drop it, or crack my screen, or break it somehow. Like, it's just going to be so much easier if I'm able to stream from my phone. That's just the simplicity about it, is like, it's just going to be so much easier to live stream from my phone. It'll be lightweight, it'll be portable. I already have all my crap to carry. So to be able to just carry my phone is going to be so much easier because that's what I do anyway, and I won't have to change anything. Like, I have a light rig for my phone. I won't have to like figure out a light rig for my computer or anything like that. So so if you guys really do want to see that live stream, please share with your friends. Please share on like Facebook or whatever, or just like talk to your friends, recommend it to your friends. I know we're really close. I actually just started posting about that. Not yesterday, but the day before. And in the past 2 days, we've gained almost 100, which is really cool. So, well, I wouldn't say 100. We probably gained like 50. So, thank you, everyone who has subscribed and who's new. If you're watching this, you're probably not watching this. But yeah, so if you guys are interested, Sparks of the Paranormal has a live chat interview thing that I will be on for, they celebrate, it's a Paranormal Ladies Night. They celebrate females in the field. So I will be on October 3rd. I don't know if there's going to be other people on that too. So if you guys want to watch that, you can watch that. I don't have a time for that, which kind of sucks. I didn't write it down. I suck. But anyway, so I was saying earlier, I actually went last night and I filmed at a location. It is called the McDonald Airbnb, which was pretty fun to go to, but I really didn't get that much paranormal-wise. Hello, David. Check out the channel Murad's Haunted Journeys. He goes live a few times a week just for us to drop links and connect with one another. Oh, okay. I'll definitely do that. Thank you. Yeah, so not a lot of stuff happened, but I will still be showing you guys the episode because, one, I want you guys to learn about some of these locations. I know a lot of you guys are investigators and you're looking for locations, so that's why I still put them up. And two, because I just want to show you people that you can't force the paranormal to happen. So if it doesn't happen, it's not necessarily that the place isn't haunted. It's just that it just didn't happen for you. So, and I just want to get rid of the misconception that you just walk into this house and things just like happen like this, because they don't. And I don't think people who are in the field, they don't understand because they see, you know, this dramatized work from TV shows and higher end YouTube channels that just show people running around like crazy and screaming, and that's just not how it happens. So I do put out episodes where practically nothing happens. We did Fowler Theater and not a whole lot happened. Not saying that it's not haunted. It's just, it didn't happen for us. You know, if it's residual, it's really, really hard to get the kind of evidence that you would need to see those reactions where people are screaming or like freaking out. I know that like places like Madison Seminary or like Monroe House, those are typically all intelligent hauntings. So they respond directly to your questions. They respond with intelligence. They know exactly what they're talking about. So they're able to kind of respond to you in a way that makes you question. You're like, wait, that's so crazy that they would do that. And places that are residual kind of don't get that, because residual kind of happens when all of the conditions around you are right. Basically, The theory is that they're kind of stuck in time. And then whenever, like, I don't know the stipulations. Like, this is just the theory. This isn't fact. But in that, when you believe in that kind of residual energy, basically, when things kind of align, when the stars basically align, like on the same day, at the same time as somebody died, there would be like a scream or something like that. But you have to get the conditions right. And it's really hard to figure out what those conditions were because you weren't there. And like, I think every place has different conditions and every spirit has different conditions in which they work in when they're residual. So I don't know. You can't force that to happen. So when you go to places and you don't experience anything, it's not necessarily that it's not haunted. It's just not happening. So it could be residual, or maybe it could be intelligent and just doesn't want to talk to you. So, but anyway, it does happen quite frequently. I know that when you're on investigations, you're there for hours trying to get stuff to happen, trying to figure out what needs to go on for these things to happen. And basically, like, it's hit or miss. So basically, I still show you guys. I still want to share that experience with you guys because, for one, I already paid for that location. And for two, I want to show you that it's not always just EVPs or seeing shadows or stuff like that. Like, that doesn't happen all the time. So that's why I like showing it. The running around and screaming had me chuckling. Yes, running around and screaming. Yes, that's what they always do. I just don't understand. I don't think I've ever screamed at a location or ran. Have I ever ran? Oh, I ran one time. So, but I was outside of the location. So this is what happened. We did West Virginia Penn. So like I said, I always film privately. Sometimes things start happening right away depending on the location. Oh yeah, depending on the location. We did Madison Seminary and things were happening right away, but then I'll tell you, it happened right away for about an hour and then we got nothing the rest of the night. So that happened, and then where else? There was another place that happened too. I just don't remember. That, or it's demonic. Ah, yes, that one happens all the time too. Where the first thing, and that's so annoying because I can't tell you how many people on Reddit ask questions and they always think that whatever's in their home is demonic. And I have to explain to them that it doesn't happen. So I think TV shows are they're great because yes, they're showing people that the paranormal does exist, but at the same time, they're showing this side of the paranormal that isn't accurate. And I think that's what's so upsetting. Hey, Three Souls Paranormal, what up? Anyway, yeah, so I've seen a lot of people run away. Anyway, so I was going to tell you that time that I ran away. To be clear, I wasn't running from a spirit. I'll put it this way. So I was actually in West Virginia, and I think I actually told Amber this the other day in her thing. We went to West Virginia Penn, and it was actually the end of the day, the end of the night. And if you've ever been to West Virginia Penn, they're actually built on Indian burial ground type thing going on. It's actually a really cool location. So if you go directly across the road from West Virginia Penn, there is a Indian burial mound. It's actually the largest Indian burial mound in the world, and it's super cool to see. So I actually did not get time to see it during the day. So it's 3 or 4 in the morning. It's the end of our night at West Virginia Penn. And we decided that we were going to go across and look at the Indian burial mound. I just wanted to look at it. I wasn't trying to investigate or anything like that. So we walk over, and it's me and Sabrina. And as we're walking over, we hear this like squeaking noise. And me and her are looking at each other. I'm like, I don't know what the hell that was. Like, maybe it was a dog. I don't know. So we go over, we're talking, and we talk for maybe about 3 minutes. And we're taking pictures and, like, we're being all cool, whatever. Anyway, so I hear the squeaking noise again. And we start walking back to the car. And as we're walking, so our car's right here, the mound is over here. It's literally just across the road. It's not very far. And all of a sudden I hear the squeaking noise, and I look over, and there is a guy on a bike, and the bike is squeaking. And he starts pedaling like really fast towards us. So Sabrina freaks out and she's like, run, which makes me run. And she's like, oh my God, the guy's coming after us. So we ran to our car, and the guy literally chased us on this bike pretty much almost all the way to my car. And then like we got to our car, and I turn around as I'm unlocking the car, and I watch him, and he's laughing as he like turns the corner. And I'm like, what the hell is up with this guy? For 1 o'clock, it's like, or for one, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and he's chasing us on a bike. That's probably not good. The only people that are on a bike at 3 or 4 in the morning is probably crackheads. Like, we were not, it wasn't cool. He was probably thinking y'all see, yeah, I know. That's probably why he was laughing. But I don't know, like, 2 girls being chased by a guy on a bike is not fun. But that's the only time that I've ever really been like really, really scared. I can't say that because I did Monroe House, and Monroe House was really scary, and I left. Yeah, and then every time we go to West Virginia, it's really a trip. I don't know why. But then we did Trans-Allegheny, and we actually stopped at a Long John Silver's to eat. And this guy basically made our food, and then he came over and sat at the table with us, and he was like, you could tell that you guys are from West Virginia. You look so different. You guys are so pretty. And he just kept hitting on us as we were trying to eat. And for one, the building was like really disgusting. I don't know. I don't want a dog on Long John Silver's right now. But basically this specific location like had food everywhere, and like my shoes were sticking to the floor, and I just wasn't very happy with the whole experience. And he was like, where are you guys gonna be tonight? And I was like, we're going to a haunted location. There's gonna be a lot of people there. And he was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, maybe I should get your number. And he was like really driving hard for that. And anyway, yeah, it was just super creepy. And as soon as he got up to like, I don't know, go do something else, we left. Like, I threw my food away and left because that guy was like really creepy. No, some guys just don't get it. I don't know how many times I told him that I wasn't interested, and he just sat like watching us eat our food. It was super, super weird. I've never been to a fast food restaurant or even a regular restaurant where the staff will just sit with you and just watch you. Go to Whitegate Cemetery. It's a cemetery where the Moundsville Penitentiary prisoners who were executed is buried at. Oh, I did not know that. Why did I not know that? Where is that cemetery? If you don't mind me asking. Now, I've been to they have like a Grand View overlook, which is like this park that you can go up to, and there's this big like overlook, and you can see like the whole city, and you can see the prison that's down in there. And I've been there, but I haven't been to the cemetery. Hey, Beth. What up, girl? Yeah, I loved Moundsville. I've been to Moundsville twice, 2 or 3 times. And every time I get really, really good evidence. I'd love to do a full-fledged episode for Moundsville, but I've always done public events at Moundsville because I could never afford like a full investigation. But I think it's like $1,000 maybe to do an investigation there. Now I'm like 4 or 5 hours away from Moundsville, whereas before when I was living in Pennsylvania, I was only 2. So I think it would be harder. It's like 3 miles away from the penitentiary. Oh, okay. That's not that far. Have you been to the Bel Air house? That's in Moundsville, isn't it? Or it's like really close, right? I need to go back there. I've been there, but I didn't film. Oh, okay, yeah. We filmed just like small private things, and I basically just whatever EVPs I got, I uploaded those, but I didn't upload like a full investigation because I don't like doing the ones that are there. Close. Isn't it in the same town? Isn't it Bel Air House? I don't know. That's in Moundsville. Isn't it in Moundsville? Or like in it maybe something that's like not too far from Moundsville? I don't know. I've never been to the Bel Air House, so I'm confused. Oh, it's across the river. Do you enjoy the Bel Air House? Did you? I heard a lot of people say that it was like negative. So, I don't know. And that one's 500, right? Beth, I live in Indiana. I live in Indianapolis. or Indianapolis. I don't know. People say it funny. I don't think I say it funny. I'm also not from here. So maybe I say it funny. I don't know. LOL, it does sound like your kind of place. That's why I brought it up, because I figured you would be able, because I think, Amber, you live in West Virginia, right? I know we were talking about West Virginia. The grouchier, the better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got some really, really good EVPs from Moundsville. You're driving your truck and listening. Oh my gosh, that sounds dangerous. That sounds very dangerous. Anyway, yeah. David, you're in Connecticut. What kind of haunts are out in Connecticut? You got the Lizzie Borden house, right? And you got Salem. Oh, Amber, you're 2.5 hours away from the penitentiary. That's so cool. I want to go there. I want to do I want to give them like a full-fledged episode for my channel, because I love prisons. But to be fair, Moundsville is the only one that I've ever done. There's one out here. It's well, it's not here. It's in Illinois, and it's the old Juliet prison. And I was like, oh, I wonder how much it cost them. I messaged them, guys, it's $3,000 to go there. And I was like, are you kidding me? I've never even heard of this friggin' place. And it's $3,000? Like, oh my God. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing, and I think you only got 4 hours for $3,000. And I was not very happy with that. Very old cemeteries too. Oh, yeah. That's really cool. We have the 100 Step Cemetery. And there's also the one in Chicago, the one that Ghost Adventures did with the picture of the lady sitting on the grave or whatever. I don't remember what that one was, but yeah, that one's not too far from me either. Check out Ohio Reformatory. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that one earlier. That one is $1,500. I looked them up, and then Old Licking County Jail is $500. But I'm a little bit too far away for those ones. They're on the other side of Ohio. So they're like 4 or 5 hours away from me. But yeah, I'm very happy because I got tickets to go to one of the bigger locations. It's the biggest location that I have done to date. And it's also the most that I've spent on a location. But thankfully I booked a date yesterday. So yeah, Bachelor Grove was the one. Yeah. But I booked a date yesterday and I'm super excited about that. So that is actually going to be our Halloween episode. So I'm very, very excited. But yeah, so have any of you guys ever been to Lemp Mansion or Lemp Brewery or whatever it's called? I don't friggin' know. That's in Illinois, but I'm having trouble contacting them to film. Like, I've messaged them through email and they have not responded to me. Maybe it's because they don't like me. I think I've seen that the Paranormal Files did an investigation there. So I was like, do they just not like small channels, or like what's going on with that? Have any of you guys been there? Do you know like what's good? Because I'm pretty sure that Ghost Adventures did an episode there. And then I'm pretty sure I've seen a YouTube channel do one there, but I think it's probably a bigger one. So Amber, what I have done before is ask them what the max amount of people they allow in a 3 or 4 public hunt, then either find a friend or 2 to split the total with, or just pay the full amount. Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes, like I've done that for a private hunt at Indiana State Sanatorium, and then the Ashmore Estates one was an invite from Team Start. But yeah, sometimes I will split the cost with people that I invite. I just don't like inviting too many people. I think that's my biggest problem is when you get a place that's like $1,000, in order to, most people can comfortably afford anywhere from $100 to $200. And in order to do something like that, you need like 10 people. And I'm just not comfortable filming with 10 people because there's too much contamination from other people that I just can't do it. So I refuse to have that many people. I don't know. I think that sounds so rude, but I don't want that many people in my episodes because I feel like it takes away from the investigation when there's too many people talking or trying to just like add too much. Honestly, a good amount of people for me is 3. anything over that is kind of a crowd for me, and I'm not really comfortable with that. I like being able to see everyone on camera, so that way you know that those people are accounted for and they're not like walking down the halls like making noise or anything. I think that's why I like going solo. It doesn't work for everybody, but that's why I like it. We will be in Gettysburg for Halloween in October 2nd. We'll be at the Get House. Oh, cool. I wanted to do Gettysburg, but because I moved, I wasn't able to get into Gettysburg. So I'm super happy that you guys are going to Gettysburg. I want to go. I've actually never been, ever. I've never been on like a vacation, and I've never been in any of that stuff. I like being on film. Yeah, me too. If it's a big enough space, you can make rotations and make turns in certain areas, but I agree, too much talking happens when there's more people. Yeah, I did. I actually invited my real life friends, my work friends. So when I used to work at the zoo actually operated from April to mid-November. And then in November, they would actually put everybody on unemployment until it opened back up in April. So in November of last year, before the park ended up going up into unemployment mode, where everybody was just at home, I invited all my friends and all the work buddies to come investigate with me at Hillview, because a lot of people knew that I was filming and I was going to all these haunted places, and they would ask me questions, but a lot of them had actually never personally done a investigation. So I was like, oh, cool. I'd love to be able to take you, show you what it's like, go to a haunted house. And everybody had talked about going to Hillview, but they had never been there. And I had been to Hillview so many times, so I know Hillview like the back of my hand. And I was like, oh, let's go for a party. Let's do an end of the year party celebration at a haunted place. And I was like, we can do an investigation, which is probably the only time anybody has ever said, let's celebrate at a haunted location. But anyway, so I took them to Hillview, and there was 10 people. And honestly, like, I don't think I got any evidence from that night, but I wasn't really like filming for an episode. It was more of just me gathering with my friends. But it is really hard to get everybody to just like be quiet, because they're so excited. Like, they've never been on one before. So they're just like, they don't really understand. I don't really blame them. But yeah, I've been on so many public investigations where people will ruin stuff for me on accident. They don't mean to, like, somebody will wear big boots or something, and then you'll be like trying to film an EVP, and they'll just walk around and you're like, stop. Have one group of 5 do an inside investigation and have the other 5 do an outside investigation, and then switch. Oh, I totally could do that. Yeah, it's just I need to find 5 people who are willing to go with me. My biggest thing right now is I don't have a lot of friends here in Indy. I just moved here. I don't work, so like I don't meet anybody out in the real world. I meet a lot of people online, but I don't meet anybody in the real world besides tour guides and things like that. So I deal with that a lot. Hey, Sparks of the Paranormal, I was just talking about you. Again, you guys, Sparks of the Paranormal is going to be having a Paranormal Ladies Night, where they invite females from the field to come and talk to them on live. And I will be on their live for Paranormal Ladies Night on October 3rd. Sparks of the Paranormal, do you have a time for that? Because I've been telling people I don't have a time, because I didn't write it down because I'm stupid. Anyway, they have had to delete so much footage due to people being curious and begging me to go somewhere. Yep. I love showing people around, and when I was just getting started, that was something that I used to do in Publix. But now that I'm kind of doing this on a filming level and I book private only, I don't have to deal with that. I refuse to do another public because I just can't deal with people coming up to me going, what do you have? What's that? What's that? And then you take so much of your time explaining it to people, and then you're like, okay, well, time's done, and I've spent all my time just conversing with you instead of actually doing what I paid for. So yeah, I totally agree. Oh no, Three Souls Paranormal says Hillview Manor will not get another $1 out of me. I'm so sorry. Why not? What happened at Hillview, yo? They blame us for live streaming from there. They blamed us. Wait. Oh yeah, there is a live streaming if you guys don't know, there is a live streaming fee at Hillview I think it's $75, by the way. So did they make you pay $75? You are going to be on the show, and now PNL. The show is at 7 p.m., you guys. If you guys want to watch the live show where I will be on, it's just like a little interview thing. It's not going to be an investigation. I will be on Sparks of the Paranormal on October 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will also definitely make a post about that. So if you guys forget, don't worry. Not. What do you mean not? Not Paranormal Ladies Night. That's not Paranormal Ladies Night. Yeah, Hillview is actually, I don't want to say Hillview is stingy, but there's a filming fee. There is a streaming fee. And on top of that, you're already paying the $400. This might not be accurate, but it's $465 or something just to be able to reserve your date for a private investigation. And then they throw the $75 on top of it if you want a live stream, and then there's a filming fee on top of that. Because Hillview basically makes you sign a waiver whenever you go that basically anything that you film from Hillview is basically owned by Hillview. So you are not to profit off of that. And that was my biggest problem with Hillview. I think I don't want to throw Hillview under the bus. Hillview is a great place. It's just that's why I didn't do an episode from Hillview. I have to run. Okay, I will see you on October 3rd at 7 p.m. And a few on top of a few in advance. Yeah, basically there's so yeah, and if you're not in the field, you guys don't know, but we run into that sometimes. Sometimes there will be a filming fee. Sometimes there's like I don't know, like if you have to cancel for any reason, a lot of the times places won't give you a refund. Yeah, it's just something that we have to deal with. But yeah, places will charge a filming fee. Some places will say in the contract that they own the rights to your videos, so you can't profit off of them. You just have to be really careful. I will say I wanted to film an episode at Prospect Place, which is it's in Ohio, and they were on Ghost Adventures. So I was like, oh, cool. They should be cool with people filming. So I asked them if it was all right if I could film. And they said yes at first, but then when I went to go book my date, I asked them again because I always double check and make sure that it's okay because I don't want them backing out like last second. And they were like, well, we're not sure if it's really okay if you film for YouTube. So I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. So I actually backed out of that. But yeah, I don't want to throw, like I said, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or be dramatic, but that's just something that us investigators who do YouTube deal with sometimes is just the uncertainty of some locations. But yeah, I have permission everywhere that I go to film, and I do have to pay. There's an investigation fee, and then sometimes there is a filming fee. I will say lately there hasn't been a filming fee. But yeah, I'm really excited because I have a lot of things coming up in October. Like I said, there's going to be those 4 regular episodes coming up in October. And then on October 3rd, I will be live with Sparks of the Paranormal on their channel at 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, October 27th, I will be doing a live stream investigation where you guys can watch me investigate in real time. You can comment whatever you see, comment whatever you think is going on and stuff like that. That'll be real viewing live, basically, from my phone, and it'll be in Randolph County, and that starts at 8 p.m. But I'm super excited about that. Do you guys have any questions? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that we're still here talking. I told my daughter that she had to wait, and she's been waiting forever. Isn't that so funny? Oh. So, like I said yesterday, I went to a bed and breakfast, which I have never done on my channel. And then on Sunday, I'm actually going to a funeral home in Ohio. So I'm excited about that because I've never done a funeral home either. So I'm hoping that I get stuff, but I can't guarantee that I'll get anything. There's really no guarantee that you'll get anything anyway. Do they arrest, provide security with all of the fees to ensure no contamination, or are you out there on your own? It depends. Some places are pretty good about that. And then some places aren't good at all. Like Madison Seminary, Fairfield County Infirmary, they're owned by the same person. If you guys are familiar with, oh God, I just forgot their name. Basically, Adam Kimmel, if you guys know who Adam Kimmel is, he has Resident Undead. That's a YouTube channel. He actually owns Madison Seminary and he owns Fairfield County Infirmary. They are really, really good at providing security. Now, the security isn't like they hire a security guard to come and stand there. That's not how it really works. They basically have cameras everywhere in the building, and somebody will be on site to basically watch those cameras while you're investigating, and they will basically watch the outside of the building for you, so that way nobody comes in. There is an alarm system on the door, so that way if somebody opens the door, the alarm will go off. Now, a lot of places are set up like that, where there will be at least one person on site with you in maybe a separate building off to the side, or maybe just like a specific room where they can watch the cameras, or maybe just sitting outside in their car. Now, I have been places where they've pretty much, I go, I get the tour, and then they dip, they leave. And they're like, oh, just lock up after you're done. And so in order to avoid that, I will message them and I will ask if there will be somebody on site. And if there isn't anybody on site, usually I will ask them to have someone stay. You can do that. Sometimes they don't provide that, but sometimes they will for you. So it really just depends on where you're going. But like when I did Monroe House, I was by myself. Eddie refuses to stay in the house. So, and I knew that prior to going in. I knew that I was going to be left alone. So I didn't realize that it was going to be unsafe like it was. But yeah. Oh, do you guys want to see a return to Monroe House? I've really been debating on going back to the Monroe House for October. Is that something that you guys want to see? Sound off in the comments. It's over here. It's on this side. But yeah, I have some places that I found. I said earlier, I found a haunted forest. Would that be something that you guys want to see, a haunted forest? I feel like that's more urban legend based. There is a haunted bridge out in Avon, Indiana, but I don't think I want to be out there by myself. Nor do I want to go to the haunted forest by myself. So if I could find some people around here that would be willing to go, I could film that way. It's just, I'm working on collabs with other people. And right now, my biggest problem is finding time that we both have to be able to film. So that's something that we're working on. Like I said, I am working with females in the field, like in the industry. So I'm trying to find females to work with. Just to kind of highlight their work and kind of help promote them. But I am willing to work with anybody, but I prefer working with females. Do you guys have any questions? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to fill up my October planner with some things. With some investigations. I'm also trying to find some non-investigations to go to, like, because I feel like my body is going to forests are sketchy. You don't want to run into any real danger. Yeah, that's why I want to bring at least one person with me when I film the haunted forest, if I do the haunted forest, because I don't want creepos or like bears attacking me. Although I'm pretty scared of Bigfoot, so that's a different story. But yeah. Amber, don't pick up the cat. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to do a haunted bridge because it's right next to the highway, and the last thing I need is somebody getting out of their car and like trying to abduct me. Not that they would want to do that because I'm really annoying. So Hi, Mark. I'm really enjoying your videos. You have a pleasant personality and you are always so beautiful. Thank you so much. That's really nice. I'm glad that you are enjoying the videos. I try my hardest to kind of show you guys what it's like to actually be out in the field. I know that in previous episodes, I kind of skipped over a lot of the pauses, or like, I don't know if you guys want to watch the time, like when I'm doing something and I'm not getting anything. So I try to make that time quick, but I do try to show you guys that, like, basically stuff doesn't happen all the time. Oh, Satanists in the woods don't like outdoor investigations. Too much opportunity for contamination. Yeah, that's my thought. I just thought that it would be really interesting to go. It'd be kind of a little something different than we normally do, and it wouldn't cost me money. That was another thing that I was thinking about. But I do agree. A lot of contamination. I don't like outside investigations either. But I figured it would kind of be like a spooky thing for October, since Halloween's coming up. I'm so excited. Satanists in the woods. Gotta watch them Satanists, guys. But yeah. So I think that's why I haven't really done like a cemetery or anything, is because like I don't like the contamination idea. But yeah, I love testing things. If you guys can think of anything that you want me to test. I've seen like those 3 a.m. challenges, and I've seen the like Randonautica things, and I don't know how I feel about that kind of stuff. So what do you guys think that I should be testing? I don't really believe in Randonautica. I don't really believe in the 3 a.m. challenges. I don't believe in like the Midnight Man games or anything like that. Like, I just don't believe in that. There's quite a few investigators that live out in Ohio and Michigan. Yeah, there is a lot that live out in Ohio. I know that. I didn't realize that there were so many from Michigan. But also, like, I was born in Michigan, so maybe I should realize that. But I don't live in Michigan, to be fair. So my parents live in Michigan. Depends on the outside location. Around my neck of the woods is pretty quiet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just live in a big city, so lots of noises. Like, if you guys watched the one where I went to Crown Hill Cemetery to find John Dillinger's grave, which I thought was really cool. Also, President Benjamin Harrison, I think, was buried there as well. There's a lot of different people that were buried there. I used to have a map. I think I threw it away. But, yeah, they allowed me to film that. They said it's actually really common that people go and look for John Dillinger's grave. So I went out, I filmed that, and like I said, cemeteries aren't really too much of my thing, but I know a lot of people do it. I'm open to kind of trying it, but I don't know if it's going to be something that I want to do all the time. They are for free, though. That's something that I have to consider. Any questions from you guys? There's only 3 of you guys left, but that's okay. I am so tired. That's probably why I'm repeating myself. Like I said, I went out last night and I filmed a bed and breakfast, but I came home and then I went to sleep, and then I had to get my kids to school. So I'm really tired right now. Do you guys want to have a rewatch party tonight? Do you want a rewatch party? Where we can watch stuff together, and then maybe I can just not necessarily be on camera, but kind of just like on the side over here, like talking. Those boxes you were opening never resulted in anything legit happening. No. Nope. I have not experienced anything at my home that's unexplainable. I will say I did have, the other night I was sitting on my bed over here, and I have it's a jewelry stand, and I put these gold mirrors on it. And basically I saw something move out of the corner of my eye, and I thought my kids were asleep, but when I went to go check, my daughter was still awake. So I think she just shut her door or something. I don't think that was anything. But yeah, nothing has happened since then. Like I said, I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. Not saying that they're not real, but a lot of what they sell online seems pretty gimmicky to me. And I'm not saying that they're all that way, but that's just the way it comes across to me. I don't think I would ever buy anything online thinking that it was real, because to me it just doesn't. Now, my friend on the other hand, Sabrina, you guys know Sabrina if you watch a lot of the older stuff. Sabrina actually bought a demon doll. I don't know how much she spent on it though. And she's saying that she's getting a lot of results from that. If you guys want to check out her channel, it's called Brina Paranormal, Brina, and then space paranormal. I don't know if you're going to be able to find her by typing it in. She is on Instagram. I think it's just Brina Paranormal, no space on Instagram, and her link is through there. But she has a video of some stuff that she's documented from her doll. And I know that she's been trying to get evidence with her doll. She's been saying that she's like getting scratches and stuff from it. So that's pretty cool to see. Now, I personally have never seen anything like that. I've never experienced it, but I think that it would be really cool too. The trick is to find a cemetery where nobody's done an investigation before. Sometimes the spirits will come out of the woodwork to see what you're doing there. Yeah, they do. They'll get a little interested. I've done a cemetery called Snyder's back when I first kind of got into doing locations other than houses. So basically, like, my background is I used to work on attachments with people. So I used to go to their house. I used to feel out their house. This was back when I didn't use any equipment, and I would just go and feel out their house, tell them if it was negative or not, and then we'd work from there. And basically, I kind of got interested in doing haunted locations because I was like, I go to these houses all the time, but I've never actually gone somewhere that was like a big location. And that's kind of when I did Hillview Manor for the first time. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. And that's when I really started getting into it. And that's kind of what led to this. But between then, I found this cemetery. It was a private cemetery and it's really small. It's called Snyder's. And it's out where I used to live. And it was really cool. I used to take pics of the bodies I would pick up from work, and eventually shadows started showing up. You took pictures of the bodies from where you used to work? What was it, like documentation for like work, or were you doing this privately? Like you wanted your own collection? But yeah, Snyder's was a private cemetery. I think a lot of people had gone there though. I've never gotten anything from Snyder's. Englewood Cemetery in Los Angeles. Security does not get out of the car. They just drive around the park fast. They don't stop. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Some cemeteries are cool. I'm just not, I think for me, I don't know if I'm convinced that cemeteries are actually haunted, because I feel like in most cases, so if you think like residual kind of happens wherever this event would take place. And if they have unfinished business, typically they would go where their business is. So, I mean, to me, I'm not really sure that I could see like a cemetery being haunted. I guess it could happen, like anything could happen. But I would think that they would want to go where they either have their unfinished business, where this tragic event has taken place, or where they choose to be their happiest. I don't know. But I don't know how that works. Like none of that is proven. So, I mean, it could be cemeteries are like really haunted. Like women would ask, hey, what are you doing? And I would snap a pic and hit send. Okay. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? I know I keep asking. I just want to make sure I'm answering questions. And oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So tired. And also, I have to drop people off in them at all hours of the night. Shadows, light, fog light shapes. Yeah, it's very possible that they could be haunted. I'm just, I guess I've never really experienced anything in a cemetery, so I guess that's why I question it. But maybe if I were to experience something in a cemetery, it would kind of change my mind. Oh, I am so tired. But yeah, I hope to see you guys all at the Wednesday, the 27th, Randolph County Live. That would be really cool to see you guys on live watching the investigation. Keep in mind that it's not going to be edited, so it's going to be all live. So it's going to take place over the course of a couple hours. I don't know how long we're staying there, but it'll definitely be at least 3 to 4 hours, if not more than that. So do keep that in mind. But I hope that you guys tune in for that, because Randolph County did give us quite a bit of evidence, especially in that kitchen. I'm super excited to go back. And then somebody mentioned earlier that I should do mirror scrying. So I am going to do mirror scrying because they do have mirrors that you can scry with downstairs in the basement. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm super excited. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I am going to go because I am super tired. And I have some things I have to work on. And I have this video from last night that I have to edit, so that way it's ready by Monday, because I kind of was a little late to the filming party. Anyway, I shall see you guys soon. And I hope you guys have a nice day. I will ask Instagram if they want to do a rewatch party where we all chat in the side. And then so watch my Instagram story, and if they do, I'll end up putting one up tonight. All right, I shall see you guys later. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Bye.